Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out. Now, if you're a subscriber or a viewer of my channel, you will know that we are all, regardless of where we are located in the world, we are all on the edge of our seats. Some would say the edge of a cliff, really, waiting for and very anxious, waiting for the results of the US election. I have to say that the Australian government, I've never seen this before, issued a travel warning to the US for reasons around violence, demonstrations and the pandemic, urging Australians not to go. It was a red alert, so to speak. Well, we don't travel anyway, but I've never seen a travel warning to the US. So we all want this chapter to be behind us, as you do. And I'm praying that that's the case. Certainly when I tuned into Spirit this morning, I did a double check on who would win the election, and I am still seeing Biden as the winner. But a very angry, disgruntled Trump, he won't take loss easily. Now, we all know that. We're prepared for that. We're just bunkering down, aren't we? He is building a wall around the White House, so that tells you a lot. Ultimately, though, regardless how far he takes it through the courts seem to be holding, and all indications are that his challenges will come to nothing. Now, today, as I promised, I will go through some of those battleground states, and I will do a last look at the Senate and also the House of Representatives. I want to thank you all for your support as well over the last 3 odd years, and I will be still around. This channel will grow as a result of things hopefully settling down in the US. And we'll be all able to breathe a collective sigh of relief. So I took this from CBS News 11 hours ago. I'll just run through where the polls are at in these swing states, or even leaning states, or states that could be considered that might lean toward the Democrats. So we have Biden ahead in Florida, 51 to Trump's 48%. In Arizona, Biden's ahead 51 to 46. In Iowa, Trump is ahead 48 to 41%. Ohio, they're about equal on 49% each. North Carolina, Biden's up 50% to Trump's 48. Georgia, Biden is up 50% to Trump's 47. Nevada, Biden is up by 9 points, which is a huge lead in Nevada. Texas, Biden is up 49 to 48%. Minnesota, Biden 53 to Trump's 44. Wisconsin, Biden up by 5 points. Michigan, Biden up by 6 points. Pennsylvania, Biden is up by 53 to Trump's 46, and New Hampshire, Biden is up to 54% to Trump's 43. Now, what we've seen is widespread voter suppression and the GOP challenging casting of ballots in the courts. So far, the courts have battered those challenges away. Trump has been on this whirlwind tour. My feeling is that has not made too much of a difference. He might have got a slight swell or increase in the polls, but not enough, because so many people have already voted, have already made up their minds. They want this person out. There are some people who keep saying Trump will win, and if you go to those right places, if you listen to those people, then they're firmly convinced that Trump will win. This is not one of those places, though. So what I want to do is just go through a few of those battleground states. We'll look at Florida, we'll look at Arizona. My feeling is Trump will win Iowa. I think those polls are going to be correct. I think he will also win Ohio. I'm not sure about North Carolina, Georgia, My feeling, I've read that Trump will probably take Florida. I'm not sure about Arizona. Nevada, I feel probably will go to Biden. Texas, it's undecided or was undecided the last time I read cards on it. I feel that he will take Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and New Hampshire. I need to look at Pennsylvania again. My last reading suggested that Biden would in fact take Pennsylvania. So let's start with Florida. Let me just tune in and shift into spirit mode and ask spirit to just help us, for those that are feeling anxious, for those that have, standing on the edge of that cliff, wondering what is going to happen. Will we be rid of this person, this scourge on the world, really? Will we be rid of him? We've never seen the corruption, bald-faced corruption that we've seen under this person and the current iteration of the GOP. Okay. Show me clearly, please. Show me clearly, Florida. Show me clearly, Florida. Will Biden win Florida? Will Biden win Florida? Show me clearly, will Biden win Florida? Will Biden win Florida? Yes or no, please, Spirit? Will Biden win Florida? I feel, that there will be there's this very strong possibility that he will. Now, we've got temperance. So what I saw was someone reclining in a chair, and that's a bit of a difficult image to interpret. But what I feel is that there will be some cause for relief. So when someone reclines and relaxes after being on edge, there is some cause for relief. Now, we do have temperance cards, so this is a healing and a rebalancing. It's a major arcana. It's a good indication. We have the Queen of Pentacles, people concerned about their money, people concerned about national security, and we've got women here as well. Now, we do have the Emperor following this card. The Queen of Pentacles, stability. They want moderation is what I'm feeling. The Emperor card, they want somebody to take control. And we've got a bombshell coming through here. So we have two major arcanas. I'm just feeling I'll go with the number of cards I feel I should pull. I feel I should go to 8 cards. We have a celebration under the Temperance Angel, the angel of moderation, wanting control, wanting stability, wanting a less tumultuous president. We do have the Page of Swords. I feel some in Florida feel that he has betrayed them. And I feel that there has, particularly amongst women will carry this election along, to a lesser extent young people, but women have the power to defeat this person. And I feel that there has been this light bulb moment, even in conservative Florida, that they need to vote for more stability. Underneath the Emperor, we have partisanship. People taking a dim view of that, and the Page of Cups, the bombshell around Trump's money. So Trump relocated from New York to Florida. And some parts of Florida don't want him either. So there's a lack of trust there. So I feel that these two cards, it's women, the Queen of Wands at the base of the pack. I feel these two cards tell me strongly, along with the Page of Cups, that Florida will vote to moderate this person who now lives in their state, and there's likely to be, this is likely to come as a surprise. You could see 3 demographics also coming forward as well, but women, I feel, will be a very strong vote in Florida. Now, these are predictions that may or may not be correct. I'll be here regardless of the outcome of this election, and I'm reading cards as accurately as I can today. So I see a surprise win for Biden in Florida. Let's move to Arizona. Florida is a big state, isn't it? Let's move to Arizona. Spirit, show me Arizona. You know, I don't know anything about Arizona, but I feel there's a lot of patriotism. It's where John McCain came from, represented over all those decades. There's a lot of patriotism there. If anyone is going to win Arizona, it will be Joe Biden. But it's very close, isn't it? Arizona, show me. Will Biden take Arizona? Will Biden take? I'm feeling he will. But it's going to be very, very close. So there could be some time before that result is known. We have the Ten of Swords. Let's see what's happening here. Partisanship. Yeah, it's going to be very, very close in Arizona. And we've got illusion and delusion. So people still thinking in Arizona that it's okay to say this pandemic is not really real. It's okay to... now, I am getting that image of the Arizona Republican chair. She was interviewed on our ABC today. She kind of represents a lot of people in Arizona, but the reason it could turn in Biden's favour is they see him as a more effective leader. There may be enough people who see him as a more effective leader. If Biden takes Arizona, it will be a shock. Now, we have things being uncovered. I'm not sure what's going on in Arizona, if there's been this kind of voter suppression, but it could be that it goes to the courts. It's a toss-up until it goes to the courts in some way. Yeah, Biden's going to come. I love these cards, and I should bring the laptop down for you. Biden is going to come up almost from the rear. It's going to look like Trump is going to take the state. There are a lot of people there that are firmly entrenched in his delusion that he's created. They're finding it hard to see the truth because of the partisanship. But we've got something coming up the rear, and we've got a new start. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We do have the strength. There will be enough strength and endurance. There will be enough people in Arizona that put country before party. But it may be a toss-up for a while, but I see ultimately Biden winning. That's Arizona. Iowa, I'm not so sure about. Iowa was one of those states, though, that Biden took in those early primaries, Democratic Party primaries. But I'm just feeling, I've never really felt positive about Iowa. Let's have a look at Iowa. Please show me clearly Iowa. I'm being told to just cut the deck because this is an important reading today, in the day before the election. So Iowa, show me clearly, please, Iowa. Show me clearly Iowa. Show me clearly Iowa. So we have the King of Pentacles. So he's got a strong base in Iowa. There is some anxiety, though, on the part of Trump about Iowa. If he doesn't win Iowa, it would be a big blow to him. But there is some reviewing here that's going on. But this Three of Wands, I feel, is that it probably is. He's done enough in Iowa to shore that vote up. But it's not as close as what he thinks. It's not as close as what he thinks. And he's extremely anxious about Iowa for some reason. And we have the Three of Pentacles. There's been some money. I'm getting Pentacles here. There's been some money, something underhanded here as well, I feel. But I do feel it's a win for him. There could even be some foreign interference here in regard to Iowa. There's a lot of anxiety around this. What's the base of the pack? Yeah, there's some deception that may come to light a little bit later on, because there appears to be Five of Pentacles, some kind of loss here. So Iowa in some way has controversy around it, but I'm going to go with my intuition and say it's probably a Trump win. But with that Seven of Swords there's something a little bit shady going on in Iowa. Now those in the US will know more about that than me. Now, Ohio, I feel, is again Trump's. They are sitting at 49% each. Let's have a look at Ohio. Ohio. Okay, we'll cut this deck again. Show me clearly, please, Ohio. Will Biden win Ohio? Will Biden win Ohio? Biden win Ohio. Somebody just said not necessarily to me. The Wheel of Fortune, something shifting. But we have the Five of Cups here. So again, that is a lost card. Holding back, holding on to information, insecurity, judgment, something coming to an inevitable end. Now, my feeling was Trump could win Ohio, but I'm just seeing a lot of orbs here around these cards. It could be that there is a challenge to the results in Iowa, and Trump actually does. Biden actually might take that state. We've got the Hanged Man clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, though. The Two of Pentacles underneath the walking a tightrope, underneath the Five of Cups, going back to the past underneath. It's like they're insecure in some way about the future, and they may go back to the past. But we have a Judgment and the High Priestess. So my feeling is there could be a challenge to the results here in Ohio. Now we've got Six of Pentacles, and we've got the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah, there seems to have been some kind of restriction, voter restriction in Ohio, some kind of holding back. But my feeling is, if it does go to Trump, expect something to come out with that High Priestess there on Ohio. Just let me check in with Spirit again. Ohio, is this a win for Trump? I feel it's going to go to the courts in some way in Ohio. All right, North Carolina. I'd absolutely love to see North Carolina go to Biden. There's not much in it. 50 to 48%. North Carolina, please. North Carolina. I've had plenty of people ask me about North Carolina. Let's have a look. North Carolina. Will Biden win North Carolina? Will Biden win North Carolina? Yes, this is the women vote coming out, I feel. Well, I mean, this is only one card, but the Hermit, people reviewing, investigating things, taking things under their own, looking for information rather than listening to the partisanship, and a manifestation energy here as well. Yes, the Eight of Wands underneath the Queen of Wands. It could be in North Carolina there are women who live in a Republican household that may not even tell their husband that they're voting for Trump. Yeah. They've done a lot of thinking. There's a lot of serious thinking going on in North Carolina. And we have my card for the Democrats. I feel it is a win. Yeah, justice, though it could be challenged. North Carolina could be challenged, but I feel it will go to Biden. There is a healing coming on there, and we have the voter card here, moving out of troubled waters. So they are not satisfied with who represents them, and they're not satisfied with Trump. And I feel a strong women vote for Biden in North Carolina. Now, I could be right or I could be wrong. We do our best, don't we? All right, Georgia. I would be, I'm not a drinker. I rarely drink wine except, when I maybe go on those family occasions 2 or 3 times a year. But if Georgia goes to Biden, I will have a glass of red wine. Okay, Georgia, show me Georgia. Stacey Abrams, beautiful Stacey Abrams, has registered something like 800,000 new voters since her defeat due to voter suppression. It would be sublime justice to see Georgia go to Biden. Georgia, show me Georgia. Will it go? Will Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, will they win? Will Biden win in Georgia? I'm feeling they could. Yes, victory card. Thank you, Spirit. This is very clear. I feel Georgia will go to Biden and Harris. 6 of Wands. Do I need to go any further? Healing. Oh my God. Stacey Abrams. I'm just overcome. Stacey Abrams got the Star of Hope when she was a presidential vice president candidate, and I know now why she got it. I'm not going any further. She got it because, and she had an orb during her reading come straight through. I know why she got that. Her work, the work that she has done, has pretty well strongly attributed or contributed to this victory. I'm not going to pull any more cards. I feel that was clear from Spirit that Joe Biden will probably take Georgia. I hope I'm right. Okay. Somebody's just touching my head. Okay. Let's move to Texas. It's not really a battleground state, but it's leaning toward Biden. Very close, 49% for Biden, 48% for Trump. People say don't listen to the polls. Well, we can listen to the cards today. Texas. Now, I couldn't see clearly whether Texas would go to Biden the last time I pulled cards. Will Texas go to Biden? Will Joe Biden? Will Joe Biden? Beto O'Rourke has been absolutely admirable in his campaigning, as has Pete Buttigieg. Now, he's not in Texas, but man, that guy, he's fantastic on Fox News. So much inspiration to be seen. Texas, what's going to happen in Texas? It showed that there could be, again, women coming out and voting in droves. What's happening in Texas? Will Joe Biden win Texas? The Ace of Cups is going to be change. I like the beginning of this reading. It's going to be change. We have the Lover's card. It can be my archetype for Trump and the deals he's done. But I don't feel with this Knight of Cups, we've got water energy here. There's a lot of emotion in Texas at the moment. A lot of emotion propelling them forward, giving and receiving help. They want somebody who is going to help others. Underneath the Ace of Cups, we have the Five of Cups. But I've got the Wheel of Fortune. So there's going to be a wait for the results. This is a real, what can I say? If Texas goes blue, it's changing the map. It's, Florida and Texas, but there's a good chance that it will. But it's like victory's going to be not snatched away, but this Two of Wands tells me that results won't be known straight away. And there's going to be some kind of, we've got this illusion and delusion. So without the voter suppression, without the GOP corruption, Texas would go blue. There is still a chance that it will. There is still a chance that it will. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. We've got the Two of Cups, but we've also got the Empress card. Those concerned about their own patch, their own industries, their own money, there's a lot of concern in Texas at the moment, but we do have judgment. I feel it will go to a court challenge. But I just have this feeling that Ace of Cups there represents what we can, I guess, the kind people wanting this new start. A Texas win will be symbolic. I think I'm going to say there's a good chance it will go. Yeah, judgment, but it's going to go to the courts. Or it is already going to the courts. Something coming to an inevitable end. What is this? Well, of course, it's that Capricornian energy. Texas has a very strong economy. Yeah, it's that greed, it's that avarice. Everything's bigger in Texas, but there's a change coming. There is a change coming. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. This is Biden carrying the state, carrying that Ace of Pentacles, carrying that new start. It will go to court, but we've got this Queen of Swords. Women being responsible for this victory, bringing us out of troubled waters. So, those cards are tricky. But as soon as I saw that Ace of Cups, I felt that there quite possibly will be change in Texas, but it's like victory's kind of snatched back in some way, but ultimately I feel Biden will prevail there. Now let's move. I'm going to change decks. I promised. There's only one other I want to look at, and that's Nevada. Because Biden's up by 9 points. I did feel that he would take it, but there are other readers that have seen Nevada going to Trump. Let's have a look here. What about Nevada? What about Nevada, please? Okay, I'm being told to cut the deck, and I'm feeling the importance of this read and of people tuning in for it. There's inspiration and celebration around this election, but there's also grief as well, as things are taken to the courts and Trump digs in, and people are just overwhelmed with sadness. Now, ultimately, he won't prevail, but let's have a look. Nevada, what are you doing, Nevada? What are you doing here? Nevada, will Joe Biden win in Nevada? Will Joe Biden win in Nevada? We've got the Magician. He can either be the manifestor or he can be the trickster. Endings and beginnings, the World card, major arcanas, giving and receiving help though. There could be some foreign interference as well here. No. The voter triumphs, I feel. I feel it's a win. I feel it's a win to Biden. But again, justice, it could go to the courts. And there could be people spinning, Trump spinning the results, trying to put some kind of delusion around it. Ultimately, though, I'll just get a clarification on the Magician in the World. Major Arcanas, my card for the voter. What have we got? We've got the Three of Swords. So it could be, again, victory snatched back, challenged in the courts. Show me this Magician. Is he Joe Biden manifesting the win? Who holds Nevada at the moment? I feel it's an ending for whoever does. I should have Googled that, shouldn't I? Magician. Is this a win? Is he manifesting a win for Biden? Yes. Yes. Okay, so I feel it will go to the courts, though it's one of those states that the results will be challenged. All right. Oh, I wanted to look at Pennsylvania. It's the one, isn't it, that they're all trying to win. Pennsylvania, 53% to Biden, 46% to Trump. Biden, are you going to triumph? You're going to triumph in Pennsylvania. Biden, are you going to win Pennsylvania? So I'm getting the Six of Swords, moving out of troubled waters. Biden, are you going to win Pennsylvania? Will Biden win Pennsylvania? So results won't be known straight away. We've got the Hanged Man. And we've got the Five of Pentacles, loss. But we also have the Eight of Wands, which is an important card here for some reason. The King of Cups is Biden showing up in his own reading. But we have Trump showing up. This is a battleground. For some reason, Pennsylvania is a real battleground. But let's keep going. The Knight of Cups. It's like Trump has really tried to spin to people that, have been left out in the cold. It's going to the courts. The courts will act quickly on this. But we have, this illusion, this smoke, throwing smoke clouds. Trump has done a lot of smearing of Biden in Pennsylvania. It probably would have been a state that should have gone to Biden, but we have the Five of Cups and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm going to draw some clarifiers here. This is one that won't be known straight away. It is one that will be taken to the courts. The courts could even, but the ruling will be quick. There's been a lot of, again, the Seven of Cups, double validation, people not knowing who to vote for, who to believe. We've got the Two showing up here. Show me, it's again the Judgment going to the courts. Pennsylvania, please show me this Hanged Man. But we've got the King of Cups and the decision. Will the decision go in Joe Biden's favour? Temperance, yes. Healing. This is my card that, won't be known for a while. But we have moderation and temperance here and new starts. Okay. So I feel ultimately at the end of the day, Biden will take Pennsylvania, but Trump has done something there that is very, very illusion and delusion is around Pennsylvania. This is part of his strategy to try and steal things. Ultimately, it won't work. All right, finally, I just want to look at the House, and I'm going to change decks here. The House and the Senate. Now, I've always seen the Democratic Party taking the House, keeping the House. The Senate, I've seen could be a very narrow victory to the Democrats. I hope so. Okay, let me just cut this deck. So I've used Waite and I've used my Cosmic Tarot. Okay, so show me the House. Show me the House, please. Show me clearly the House of Representatives in the US. Will the Democratic Party retain the House? I'm seeing the Queen of Wands. We've got the Two of Swords. Okay, so crossroads. But here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we're getting a lot of women here again. The Three of Pentacles working together. The Lovers, okay, so we've got, that is my card for Trump, but that's not to say that he will, no, we've got the voters here seeing the importance with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, yep, let me just show you the Queens here. The Queens coming forward are an indication for me of women power. So again, women will be responsible here for this victory. Dark money around Trump, and we've got a retreat here with this Four of Swords. And the Prince of Swords, of course, is the Knight of Swords, a harsh truth coming out about Trump. So I see, and this is, of course, the House impeached Trump. We've got our voter here, and we've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Crossroads. The World card at the base of the pack. We have new beginnings, endings, beginnings, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Okay, two aces at the base of the pack. To me, that shows that the house will be reflective of this new energy that is going to be coming forward in the US. So I feel that the house will be retained by the Democratic Party. I didn't see any shocks there. I actually feel that the House of Representatives will, in the future, investigate Trump even further. They may have things ready to go already with that Knight of Swords sitting underneath the Lovers card and ready to move forward with them post-election. Wow, that's what I'm getting. Now, the Senate is the critical question. Here, what's jumped out? The Empress, Russia. As I was talking, the House has evidence, investigations, and it will be payback time for Trump post-election. All right, so the Senate, please. Women power again. In the House of Representatives, but show me the Senate, okay? Show me, will the Senate go to the Democratic Party? Will Trump's behaviour, those Republican senators, will they be punished for the last 4 years? Will the US Senate go to Joe Biden, to the Democratic Party, I should say? Will the US control? Will the Democratic Party control the Senate? It's hard, very hard work, a lot of cutting away of things to make a path forward. There's been a lot of work done. It's not an easy victory to win. Will the Democratic Party control the US Senate after the election? On November the 3rd. Will the Democratic Party control the Senate after the election? Ten of Cups, the voters, my card for the voters, Ten of Cups, very positive card. The Three of Wands, yeah, there's been enough. This early voting, in some way will be shown is what gets the Democratic Party over the line in the Senate. We have the Five of Wands, people making judgments about the partisanship on the part of their Senate. The anxiety with the Nine of Swords, this anxiousness around the partisanship. The Two of Wands results, again, may not be known straight away for the Senate. The Two of Wands. We've got the Devil card underneath Three of Wands. There's also this, the way that the impeachment was handled. Voters, again, country over president. The Seven of Wands, standing the ground, defending oneself against partisanship. I'm just seeing these orbs around these cards. I'm getting a lot of help. We have the Chariot card underneath the Nine of Swords. Change. The Chariot always brings change. Here is our revelations. It is around Russia and we've got a healing going on here. And finally, at the base of the pack, I have my Democratic card. So I'm going to draw a clarifier on it because I know it's important, but I feel after much hard work, and it could take 2 weeks, something like that. I'm not sure of the timeline, but I feel that the Democratic Party will take the Senate, and really it's because people are very anxious about foreign interference in American politics, and they feel that the Democratic Party will clear that up. The voter, the early votes, people coming out to vote that may not necessarily have voted otherwise, that early voting will be what gets it over the line. Show me this 10 of Cups, please. Show me this 10 of Cups. Will the Democratic Party, via the voters, win the Senate? So again, we've got Russia here. The Empress card also means abundance. There is so much concern. Spirit just keeps on reiterating the concern over Russian interference in politics. We have strength and endurance, and we have celebration. Okay, so it's like the Senate, like the courts, the voter wants to see the Senate hold, and they don't feel it is holding firm at the moment. It's country over president, country over party this time. People will vote to give the Democratic Party the Senate, and it is largely around Russian interference in politics. They want the Democratic Party to clean things up. Okay, they're my predictions. Women, young people coming out, the early voting really turning the tide. Florida perhaps going to Biden. Texas is within reach. We've got Georgia, beautiful Georgia. Anyway, you heard the reading. I will be here for the election, the night of the election. Just tossing up what sort of reading I will do, but I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you again for tuning in and your support of the channel, and pray, keep it in your vision, and what will be will be. But regardless, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you for tuning in, everyone.